Before my first quantum exam. So, what we're here to present to you tonight is the queer hypercube. What it first comes of is this morning Helen and I attended the Gender and Stereotypes workshop. And just in general, like there's a lot of like the GLBTTQAI, all the rest of the alphabet. So they're, from a scientist perspective and from a mathematical background, how do we visualize this? Because we're not good with just putting stuff randomly down. We like to see order and structure and some sort of dynamic. So this is sort of the story of how we made sense and interpreted the alphabet soup that is the queer community.
Right, so we started out very basically with, of course, the lovely 0 to 10 line of human sexual orientation. So, of course, 0 being heterosexual, 10 being homosexual, and, anywhere in between, bisexual or whatever you want. Your call. And then we moved down to, I guess, how we were represented.
Yes, because we found that like male and female tend to be two separate concepts. And here, this line sort of tells you you're attracted to men, you're attracted to females, or vice versa, depending on what you identify as. And that doesn't really give you two dimensions. So what we figured was put them separately. So if you identify as a male and you're attracted to males, then you're homosexual. If you're attracted to females, you're heterosexual, to both bisexual, and to neither asexual. Now, of course, as we've seen from our line, it's a continuum, it's not discrete. So you can fall anywhere between the extremes. So you could be like some random point over here or here, wherever you happen to lie. And of course, this could change throughout your life. This is who you're attracted to. So to get from here to here, you take a projection onto this dotted line. You take your point and you draw a straight line, no pun intended. You land on the dotted line, which is somewhere up here. That's sexual orientation. Now, what about identity?
Identity is much more than sexual orientation. You move into gender orientation. And gender orientation is really difficult to define. So we chose a fairly simplified version of it. We have masculine female, masculine male, effeminate male, effeminate female. In between male and female, we have androgynous, or in between masculine and feminine, we have androgynous. In between male and female, we have intersex.
So again, you have the entire continuum of where you identify as. So some of us would rather be doing laundry than working with power tools. Predominantly in this region. Now, the thing we have here is we have the intersexed community is represented here. Now, the transsex community is more complicated and absolutely beautiful in that for me, I merely represent myself as a point. A transsex person is both 2 points and a line in between. You were born as, or what society would paint you as and define you. And you have who you identify identify and who you are transitioning to. So that represents 2 points somewhere in this plane. And then your journey or your transition is some trajectory connecting the 2 points. So at any given point in your life, you lie somewhere along that trajectory between the 2. Now we have 2 separate 2-dimensional graphs, each nicely on a single piece of paper, and we want to put them together. Now, the technical name is a Cartesian product. What it really means is we get a mess that you end up taping yourself to while trying to construct.
This looks much more complex than these do. But all we did to get this was we took that and put it together. So what we get on here is, if you're looking at the lovely female side, or the best side, if I was to go down into this corner, I'd find asexual masculine female. Go to this one, asexual feminine female. Up here, homosexual masculine female, homosexual feminine female. Yeah! So it looks much more complex than it really is. And it partly because it's 3 dimensions trying to represent 4, but yes.
So what we have here, a little idea of geometry. You look at this cube and you can see roughly its cube shape. But if we go here and look at this flat piece, and this flat piece, and then these 2 bits of blue string, and this string and this string, that is actually a cube also. So what this is 8 separate cubes that are the edges of a 4-dimensional hypercube. So plot yourself on it. For my own personal journey of self-discovery, there I am. I've always identified as male. So what I do is I pull out my weird big knife and I slice this 4-dimensional thing, and out pops a 3-dimensional cube on which is the male stuff, right? So from dialogue and discussion, we generally agreed when you're born and you're a baby, you don't really have any sex drive. So we live on the asexual plane, and babies tend to strike us as more androgynous, right? Not really. More feminine, adorable, right? So I was born somewhere around here, and then due to societal pressure and myself somewhere around here, you know, like headed towards that scary heterosexual effeminate. In junior high that, yeah, no, I'm going to this corner instead. So as a nerdy gay person, when I hear about your life story, or when you talk to me about your journey of self-discovery, it's almost like a mathematical dance or a journey inside of this 4-dimensional object. You have whom you're attracted to, and you have whom you identify as. And you come into the world as an infant knowing, essentially unprogrammed yet. You haven't explored yourself, society hasn't dictated you. And you start at some point through your life, you discover who you you are and where you go, and you travel through four-dimensional space to hopefully spend the rest of your life growing deeper understanding of who you are. Yes, well,
An important.
well, plus time.
Yes.